Hey, what's up you guys? Welcome to my channel. It's your girl Mar, and today I'll be showing you how to do a warm bronzy makeup look. If you're looking for any makeup looks with orange blush, then this video is for you. Without further ado, let's get started. I always start off with brushing my eyebrows using the spoolie part of the eyebrow pencil. I'm using the Designing Eyebrow Pencil in the shade 04 Black Brown from the Face Shop. After I'm done brushing, I fill in my brows and I try to enhance the natural shape of my brows. Then I brush through my brows again to blend in the product along my brows. Then I put on my go-to primer, which is the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. This one has skincare benefits like niacinamide, and it keeps your makeup on all day. I saw this makeup hack on TikTok where you can put any chapstick on your under eyes to prevent creasing, and it turns out that it's worked for me. Now I'm using the Say Glowy Super Gel Lightweight Illuminator in the shade Star Glow. She literally gives me the extra glow underneath my makeup, and it has been a game changer for my routine. Now I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me foundation. I use the body of a makeup brush that I normally don't use as a spatula for the foundation. Then I just spread it out evenly all over my face. And then I blend out the foundation with a silicone sponge. Silicone sponges are easier to wash after use, but I don't feel like they really blend the product into my face that well. So then I end up using a makeup sponge after. So now I'm using the butt to blend the foundation all over my face. Even though silicone sponges don't really blend in the product into your skin, I do like to use it first before using the makeup sponge, just because I like the way it helps me spread out the product. Now I'm outlining my eyebrows using an angled brush. The concealer I'm using is the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the shade 11 Vanilla. Remember that it is totally okay if your eyebrows don't end up looking identical. Your brows are meant to be sisters, not twins. I'm not gonna lie, but I hardly ever get to make my eyebrows even, but at the end of the day, I still end up slaying my makeup look. Once I'm done the outlining, I then blend the concealer with a mini sponge. Onto the contour now. I'm using the NYX Wonder Stick contour in their lightest shade. I don't remember the number for it, but it's the one for fair skin. I basically just contour the parts I want to define more, like my forehead, cheekbones, and jawline. Yeah, that was me mewing. I then also contour my nose, and then I blend out the contour when I'm done the contour ring. Oh, yes, I also highlight my nose with the highlighting part of the contour stick, and then I also highlight my brow bone. Now, the actual blending starts. Uh, when you blend the contour, make sure to blend it towards your hairline. Whenever I'm contouring, I always make sure I'm contouring very, very close to my hairline. It gets to a point where I end up getting some of the products on my baby hair, but it's whatever. I would just wash it off with makeup remover after I'm done. Speaking of baby hairs, my baby hairs are crazy. Like, it's literally a nest up there. I just have way too many flyaways. Now, I was about to put on my NYX Buttermelt blush in the shade Sooner the Butter until the blush cracked. I'm gonna crash out! Some of the products spilled on my lap and on my desk. So I had to clean that up for the next several minutes. We'll be right back. After my short breakdown, I went on TikTok and looked up solutions on how to fix a cracked powder blush, because you know the TikTok girlies come in clutch. And then I started fixing it by breaking the powder part of the blush into thinner pieces, so then when I pour my setting spray into it, it'll spread out better when I press down on that part using a tissue. You could also use rubbing alcohol or micellar water, but I preferred setting spray. If this ever happens, don't worry, it's easy to fix. I just need it to be dramatic for a second. Now the blush is good as new. Thank goodness. That was stressful. Anyways, I then use a powder brush to blend the blush upwards on my cheekbones in order to give myself the sculpted look. You can do your blush however you want, but I just prefer the sculpted look because I'm trying to give cheeks. Okay, we are halfway done now. I'm using the NYX Epic Ink Liner to give myself my eyeliner wings. Right now I'm doing it with one hand, but then I end up pulling my eye back a little bit so then I can get the angle of the wing better, and for some reason, this also prevents me from messing up my eyeliner. Doing eyeliner is just like gambling. You pray that you get it right every time you do it. Sometimes I'll slay it effortlessly. I cannot talk. Effortlessly without pulling my eyes back, and sometimes I mess it up. Anyways, now I'm fixing my right eye because my left one had a bigger wing. So yeah, I'm trying to make my right wing match my left wing. Now I'm using the same concealer as earlier to conceal my under eyes. I also use this to conceal blemishes and highlight underneath my blush. And when I would also highlight my forehead to brighten those areas. This concealer is like light to medium coverage, but it gives you a natural finish, which is why I like it. And it's one of the few concealers that don't really crease on me. And now I'm blending in the product. Period. Now I'm setting my face using the e.l.f. Power Grip setting spray to lock in my makeup. I always do this step before baking to avoid cakiness. Then I let it dry. Then after that, I use the Maybelline Fit Me Loose powder to bake. I set the powder on my under eyes, my nose, my chin, my forehead, and honestly just any spot that I don't want to give flashback Mary, you know? I'm curling my lashes now, and then when I'm done, I'm using the Kiss Me Heroine Volume Mascara. Yeah, that's me checking myself out. For a lip liner, I'm using the Revlon Color Stay Long Lasting Lip Liner in the shade Nude. I just outline my lips the way it naturally is. And then I smack my lips. I just blend the lip liner along it. Now onto the lip balm. I'm using the Ramen's Glistening Melting Balm in the shade Buffy Coral. And then finally, I'm using the Rare Beauty Liquid Highlighter in the shade Exhilarate. I usually highlight the inner corner of my eyes and my cheekbone and then also my nose. When I'm done, I blend the product with a brush. And that is the final look. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial as much as I enjoyed making it. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!